connected, tough, resilient, and composed.
The ginormous showdown of the weekend comes Saturday night.
Another game feels like a national championship caliber game.
There is such an excitement and energy level.
This is projected to have the highest impact on the playoff field of any game all season long.
These opportunities are what you come to major colleges to play in. Our fans crave these kind of games.
You look throughout this stadium right now, you've got red and black everywhere.
It's an opportunity to grow. It's going to make us better in our SEC schedule regardless of the outcome of the game. We're going to be a better team having played these guys, and they can say the same for playing us.
You know, at the end of the day, the game is fun, it shows where we're at, great competition, they're a great team, but it has to be kept in perspective that this is the week one game and that's it.
Success comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it.
I want you to become a better person by coming to Georgia. I want you to become a better man, better football player. I want you to be more successful because you chose to come here.
You are watching Kirby Smart All Access.
What comes to mind when you think of home? Could be your favorite restaurant surrounded by friends, maybe your favorite place to get away with family, your house surrounded by your favorite people, or the football field. This is my home. When it comes time for you to find yours, the only team I trust is Southeast Mortgage, the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. If you're hurt and trying to choose a law firm, here are some questions you need to ask. Do they have a fully staffed office right here in town? We do. Have they litigated thousands of cases here in Georgia? We have. And have they collected billions of dollars for their clients? You know we have. So when you see those lawyer ads making promises, remember, there's only one call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Today we're in Carolina Beach, making a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea with a 5% kick of alcohol to turn up your summer. Get your own Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
From the grassy fields where we play to the undiscovered depths. From labs, classrooms, and boardrooms to waterways, forests, and farms around the world. From a safer future in cyberspace to orbiting our planet in outer space, you can feel the Bulldog Nation's impact everywhere you go. It all starts here at the University of Georgia. But where it goes, the possibilities are endless.
This segment of Kirby Smart All Access is presented by Georgia Power. Georgia football is powered by Georgia Power.
Another game feels like a national championship caliber game in September, Labor Day weekend. Georgia and Clemson going head to head.
We had a long tradition of playing Clemson every year. And then in the 80s, late 70s, the competition was intense at that particular time, and it's grown even more.
So we'll try to kick one 100,000 miles. We're holding it on our own 49 and a half. Going to try to kick it 60 yards, plus a foot and a half, and Butler kicked a long one. Oh my God! Oh my God!
When I hit it, pretty much I knew it was good, and that's when my soccer ability took over, and I took off running towards the student section, which is where you want to be when something good happens at a football stadium.
There's no way to top a 60-something yard field goal by Kevin Butler in the closing minutes of a ball game late in the 70s in which every year the game had gone back and forth because both teams were really good at that particular time.
Oh, it was ecstatic because we had just upset a number one ranked team And it was a hard-fought game. I mean, that's where you really get the joy of making that kick. It wasn't for me, it was for my teammates. And when I hit it, Jimmy Harrell gave me a great hold, Paul Messer gave me a great snap, and my guys gave me time to get that ball up.
It was my first ever game playing for the University of Georgia, so obviously I had a lot of emotions going into that game.
Shockley, a very good running quarterback.
To have a contribution to that game was huge. To be able to score one running, to score one throwing was pretty cool. And I'll be honest, I was afraid. I was scared that first game just because when I first ran out, I was like, man, these dudes are huge. It's like practice no more. These dudes can actually hit me. But it was fun though. Once I got in, it just felt like, I was playing in high school again. And then I remember Coach Rick just saying, hey, this is only the beginning. This is the start of something great for this 2002 season. And we started the right way.
I remember that one year we won the national championship. The next year they won it. And then the next year we opened this season playing each other on national television. So this is somewhat like that. And I think it's an exciting way to start a football season.
Kind of like a dream come true, when you sign with the University of Georgia to play in games like this. And I think it's huge because first off, you get a chance to see where your team is. And I remember in 2002, we thought we could be good. And you start off with an opponent like Clemson and you win that game, it kind of gives you a little bit of satisfaction that maybe we are a team that could compete for an SEC championship or play in the postseason.
Well, I think it's awesome that Coach Smart and Coach Dabo have renewed the rival. I know we've got them coming up here over the next 4 or 5 years, three times, and I think it's great for college football.
I've talked to so many Dog fans that are excited. I'm talking about like beyond excited to have, not first off, just to have the fans back in the stands, but then also to have a game like this in an environment down in Charlotte where it's going to be raucous and it's going to feel like a playoff game.
As I look back on that Clemson kick, the one thing I remember was the stadium and the fans and the noise. That's something that stays with you for a lifetime. No matter if you go to play the next level or not, you have those memories here at Georgia, and this game is one of those games where you can make a lifetime of memories.
Today we're at Carolina Beach, making a Twisted Tea drop.
Energy at home. Changes can make
Fed by the passionate fidelity of Bulldog 2021 F-150.
You are watching Kirby Smart All Access.
We'll ask Coach for just a couple of general thoughts on the game coming up, and then we'll take your questions. Coach Smart.
Opening comments and thoughts. Obviously excited about this game. It seems like it's been a long time coming. We've had a good camp in terms of working it ourselves. We've moved on to Clemson since, I guess, about Wednesday last week. Wednesday or Thursday, we started working on these guys. And, I mean, you measure yourself every game, how you perform and how you play. It's no different in this game. And, obviously their quarterback got some experience last year when Trevor was down. He's got one of the biggest arms I've ever seen. Very talented, very hard to defend. It's like every play is really tough to defend when you play these guys. There's no time to rest when you're playing. And then special teams wise, they've always had good specialists. They continue to. That's a rich history in this game tradition. Both teams have always had great specialists. And I think special teams will play a big part of this outcome of this game.
Here we go, cross, three cones. Hey, shuffle across, downhill, violent straight, violent club up rattle. Here we go, on me.
She'll bring the best out of you.
Boom, 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 downhill, boom, unlock, good, looks through, good. Here we go.
Coach Shu got a rap of being a guy that talks a lot, but him talking a lot just goes into him loving the game of football and how the energy he brings to practice is the same energy he brings to the meeting room and everything. He always wants us to participate, be active listeners, active learners in the meeting. So I feel like that all goes hand in hand being a great coach.
Boom, good, good. Here we go. Here we go, eyes up. Red 18, say hit. Good, good. Here we go. Next guy.
Yeah, Coach Schumann, I've been around for a long time. He's grown as a coach. I've seen him evolve from a young student assistant to a GA to a great position coach to a really good recruiter and leader. His players understand that he can get them better, he can develop them, and he works as hard as anybody on our staff at making sure he gives everything he can back to his players in terms of knowledge, video, just caring for them. He really cares about his players, and he wants them to be more successful because they came to Georgia.
Here's a look. Hey, you make me go up, stick me, and then chop my inside arm. You see what I'm saying? Here we go.
Really talked hard about connection and building our team for the long haul and for the season, which is going to be a long, tough season in the SEC. And then in the last probably week and a half, 2 weeks, we've locked in on Clemson. And the importance has been attention to detail and composure. Because when you play these guys, they can take mistakes and really capitalize on them. Anytime you open a season, you want to start fast, right? You want to start fast and have a big opener, but not everybody in the country gets to play a top-ranked team, top 2 or 3 in the country. It just makes it that much more special to get to play in this kind of atmosphere.
It's about time. Everybody has that feeling. When you play camp against a really good defense every single day for a month, you get ready to play someone else.
First day we worked on the other team. It was like okay, now the game. Now it's time. Now it's like time to get ready. I'm ready to play, I'm ready to go. I'm excited. Emotions are starting to build up day by day.
Keys to the game would not be able to be really said until I'd say Fridays, kind of when you start to really finalize what exactly you need to do. Early look at it, really good training, defensive line. I'd respect all around defensively. I have a lot of respect for them. I think they're a great team. I think the biggest things would be staying out of 3rd and long, and getting after a really good defensive line.
Composure and attention to detail. They got good players. We got good players. I feel like it's definitely gonna be the little things that's gonna matter this game. So the composure and attention to detail.
Well, eliminate mistakes. We got to make big plays, and we got to eliminate turnovers. But I think if we can win the kicking game, eliminate their big plays and us make some, and then turnovers, it always comes back to those 3 factors.
I think myself and team are very intertwined in terms of what we want. Being that, I think our biggest goals are really applying connection, toughness, resilience, and composure to every week of football that we play, and not being so focused on results. I think if we take those 4 things and we execute our game plan, I think we're a very good team. So I think our biggest goal is apply those 4 concepts, hold our standard, and play each week by week.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. If you're hurt and trying to choose to
Comes to mind when you think of home. Could be your favorite restaurant surrounded by friends, maybe your favorite place to get away with family, your house surrounded by your favorite people, or the football field. This is my home. When it comes time for you to find yours, the only team I trust is Southeast Mortgage, the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs.
From the grassy fields where we play to the space, you can feel the Bulldog Nation's impact.
Powered by Georgia Power.
And mash it to the floor. Georgia and Clemson ready to swap paint in a top 5 showdown in Charlotte. Think of how we've missed this. 74,000 expected tonight, several thousand here in Charlotte. Georgia and Clemson.
Games mean so much more. It's a great chance to represent our conference against a powerhouse program that's been one of the top programs in the country.
You've got Clemson and Georgia from Herschel to Homer, Dooley, and Danny. There's some venom here, and the stakes are high in Charlotte tonight.
It's the year of the dog. The year of the dog.
They got to feel us tonight. They got to feel us, okay? So the first chance you get for them to feel you, and you do it over and over and over. We've been building this team, attention to detail, brotherhood, and connection. Tonight, I promise you, that fourth quarter comes around, the most physical team's gonna be in these white jerseys.
They don't hit like we hit. They don't rip like we rip. They don't do what we do. There's a goal. There's a way we execute.
I love you, man. I love what you mean and what you mean to each other. I love how you care about each other. And tonight, it ain't about nobody. It ain't about no stars. It's about us. It's about that G on your helmet.
Completely packed, not an empty seat in the stadium, and the place is electric.
Clemson kicking from left to right, and we are underway in 2021. A high end-over-end kick going to sail to the far side on the goal line. Big DJ pump fake, stands in the 5, fires a rocket, and it's tipped and batted away, incomplete.
Dogs rush 3, drop 8, and they still get pressure and sack him at the 3-yard line. Nolan Smith knocking the big quarterback down.
It's time for Nolan Smith to take his pass rushing ability and go to a different level.
Line of scrimmage is the Clemson 47. A high hanging punt, going to hit it to 8, and fielded on his chest. That's a 2. Arian Smith. Uiagalelei back in the shotgun, takes the snap, pump fake, and goes down, hit low. Nakobe Dean took his legs out, and the big guy hit a knee down around the 16-yard line. Second sack of the quarter by Georgia's defense.
On 3rd and 7, Daniels has good protection, and once again it's that tight end. Brock Bowers is open. He's got 3 catches. In the pocket. Intercepted! Jumping the route is Christopher Smith. A foot race. Can the quarterback catch him? He cannot. Pick 6, Georgia.
DJ tried to throw a side adjustment. We read it all the way. And this off to the races was Christopher Smith.
70-something yards near the 44-yard line. Moving to our right. Take the toss to the right because big Jordan Davis just swallowed him up.
3rd and 7 again. Uiagalelei sacked again. Nakobe Dean's been a nightmare tonight.
23-yard field goal try, near hash, kicking left for Jackpot Lesney. The kick is away, and it is good. Dogs add 3. It's a 2-score game. Georgia leads it 10-0 late 3rd quarter. Uiagalelei wants to throw, stands in that pocket forever, then dumps it off short, and we plow right through it.
Instead, he drops back to the pocket, throws a slant into traffic. It's broken up nicely.
The near hash kicking left, and the kick is away, and the kick is good. And Clemson finally gets on the board. They break the scoring drought. Straight up to shoot. He's got the first down. He's got the first down. They tackle him around the 12. That's it. Clemson can't stop the clock.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. These small changes can make a
our nest, whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework. It's all prepared you.
IBEWC and farms around the world. The possibility.
You are watching Kirby Smart All Access.
You take on a matchup like this in college football, it is so good for the game, but this is monumental for Georgia. A big win against a rival in Clemson in a top 5 matchup to start the season.
Hey, man, we took it home, baby. We took it home, baby.
just asked me, how did your team do that? How did your offense crank it up when they needed it most? I said, you know what? Composure, toughness, resilience. So what's the last one? You guys laid it on line against a good football team. You hear me? I'm so proud of y'all guys. We got a special guest. I need some music.
First off, you just came out of that locker room and the energy is high. That's a big win. Explain the emotion that you got right now after a big time win in week 1.
These kids, man, you know, DJ, everybody else out there, you have to understand they go for so long. They go 20 hours, 30 hours a week grinding for this 15 minutes of joy. And that joy in that locker room right now is so pure, and they love it, and they love each other. This is a special team. They fought their little tail off, and just proud of we said composure would win it, and when we had that punt fumble, it hit them. It was like, oh no, here it goes, and nobody panicked. And 3 plays later, Chris Smith picks off one for us after a terrible thing happened. And that just made me so proud. We talked about composure the whole time.
We just beat Clemson. Our D-line played amazing. Our whole defense played amazing. I think our O-line fought at the end when we had to go 4-man and run the ball. I think we did a lot of good things offensively, just not enough consistently. I'd say for the offense, we got to be a little more explosive, which is tough to do with what Clemson did today. They played a very conservative, soft zone, dropped 8 a lot. They did a lot of things they haven't shown to do too much. And I think they did a great job. Clemson did executing that scheme and making us, take what's there.
Well, we have been working that play all week, trying to perfect our disguise on the play. We got a great look, and we got a good route concept. I showed that outside, and I broke inside. He threw it right to me, and the rest is history.
I mean, yeah, as hard as we've been working on camp, we knew we wanted to raise our happy levels this year, so we worked hard during the offseason and camp on improving our pass rush and hitting the pressures as hard as we could. So it wasn't surprising, but they had a good team, they had a good game plan. We just found places to execute at times, and we took advantage of that.
Full credit to our defensive line. They're one of the best in the nation, and I've seen them work day in and day out. They got a lot of pressure on the quarterback today, and that definitely helped us out in the back end. Linebackers too on our blitzes, and Coach Lanning called a perfect game for us.
I can't say enough about Coach Lanning, his staff. I have so much confidence in them. In the past, I've always been so involved in jumping on the defense, and he gives you the ability he just does it right. And the kids play so hard for it, and they played so hard tonight. They played with so much energy, enthusiasm, and defense was phenomenal. And they got a young quarterback. He's growing up, but let's be honest, that kid played last year in some big games. He played against Notre Dame, and we got after him and took the run game away, and then we affected the quarterback. And when you can affect the quarterback, you got